friends, how are you doing? Well, have you ever wondered about running a node or having passive income from all these node projects that you see around in the DeFi world? Then you want to stay tuned for this next episode because we are going to look at all these node projects. Well, at least you know how to understand the backend and what happens behind these nodes. Okay, well, stay tuned. I'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back. So, first things first. You see the word go around, but what does it mean? So, when you look at the dictionary, a node is a point in a network or diagram at which lines or pathways intersect or branch. So basically you can represent this visually like so. See, in this example, each city could be represented as to be a node because it interconnects with the other major cities, and you could call it a hub, you could call it an intersection, but for this situation we choose the word node. All right, so this is still pretty easy. Now let's move along. On the internet, we also speak of nodes. We have been talking about all sorts of nodes since the internet became, and in telecommunication here, a node is either a redistribution point or a communication endpoint. So where the lines intersect, or also the endpoint where the communication ends or starts. So you can look for these definitions online, and if you really want to get into the nitty and gritty of it, but let's just keep it very basic because we are gonna switch gears really quickly. Now, let's talk about what we want to talk about. Those nodes that make money. And these, the first ones that actually came to be, were called masternodes. Now, the masternodes, and let's read the definition together, are part of the infrastructure that sustains cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dash. Well, actually, I want to intersect here because in Bitcoin and also Ethereum, we still don't speak of master nodes. I think here in this definition, and you know, this is kind of stupid because it's kind of the best thing that I found, but in this definition, Bitcoin and Ethereum don't use masternode systems. They have people running full nodes, and you can connect your wallet to their nodes so that you can easily access what is being read actually on your wallet, because Bitcoin and all other blockchains, the wallets read the latest state of the blockchain. But long time ago, you used to download the whole entire blockchain, and then you could also choose to run it as a node yourself. Now, I know this is all very technical stuff. I'm going way off topic, but just to tell you, like, there is a difference. Now, Dash on the other hand uses true masternodes, the way you and I want to discover and talk about. So, unlike regular nodes, master nodes do not add new blocks of transactions to the blockchain. Instead, they verify new blocks and they perform special roles in governing the blockchain. So you can read all the rest, and I'm pretty sure while I was talking, you already read ahead. So let's not waste too much time on all these little terms, and let's move on. Now, what do you need to do if you want to launch your own masternode? Is it difficult? Well, I found a website that claims that launching a masternode is easy. Well, spoiler alert, it's not. I will link this article in the description down below so you can read it for yourself. It was titled Launching a Chaincoin Masternode Made Easy. So you would expect that you would also be able to do this, and it starts very easy with a pretty picture, then a video that is private, and here it comes. I'm not gonna read through all this, guys, but it's just to make you just understand that even though they say it's made easy, you need to know quite a little bit of, at least coding and using some programming software that, it's not for the faint of heart. And on top of that, you need to lock up your coins. So you need the capital, and you also need to understand a little bit enough about how to run these things. So you need to understand a little bit of Linux. You need to understand some networking. You need to understand a whole lot of stuff. But is it worth it? Well, let's look over here. Staking validators for like Avalanche are not making so much. Okay, don't freak out, guys. It's still good, but they are yielding on average about 8 or 9%. And this is good. This is really, really good. Go to any bank, they are not going to give you 8 or 9%. But then you have to think a little bit further. What about all those other projects? And I'm thinking about all these node projects that you see going around all the time. How can they offer you like a sustained 2 or 3% daily revenue? How is that possible? Well, you would think that some of them are scams, and probably a few of them actually are, but some of them are legit. And okay, this is not a shameless plug. I'm not trying to hype this project. It's just that, it really came along and it popped up, and Tor Finance actually is really running nodes on Avalanche. And then you look at their revenue, they have a yield of 7.3%, right? Annual, guys. But then you go over to their website, and when we're looking at their website, even their cheapest node, and I'm gonna have to log in probably. Okay, just give me a sec. So when we look at Tor Finance, knowing that they are running actual nodes, knowing how much these nodes make as a revenue, then you come down here and you look at how much they are offering as a reward, and it's astounding. They offer like almost 1% for their smallest node, and then up to yeah, over 1% for the Odin. But and this is daily. This is daily. This is not on a year. So how do they make their money? Well, there are a few things involved here. Number one, they have a tokenomics system that allows them to, on top of the revenue that they make, probably make some revenue on all the newcomers. So there is kind of, sort of, a little bit of a Ponzi-nomics at work, but it's not a bad thing because, you need to bring in new people to get capital and to get your ball rolling. So as long as this is just a way to get started, it's not a bad thing. But then they also have their own token. They use the Tor token, and this is where it really gets slippery. So let's move to the chart. When we look at the chart, and now let's look at the chart for Tor. It had its ups, it had its downs. Basically, when we take a trend line, then you would say that holy moly, this cat is going down. But breaking out from the resistance line, going sideways, you could start to think that right here, the trend is slowing down. The downward trend is slowing down. So, this is not financial advice, but if I were to decide on some point to put some money in these things, then this could be now, because the money that you put in Tor is just like some of those other Ponzi schemes. You put down your money and it's gone. Just like the South Park meme. But it keeps giving revenue. It keeps printing tokens all the time. And who knows, maybe they might expand and bring Tor to some real use case scenarios, and then you could really start seeing the price go up, and you're flying. But all in all, guys, I just want you to be really careful. Be very careful out there, because some projects just look like they are too beautiful to be true. And you know the saying, guys, when it's too good to be true, then it usually isn't. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was not too much out of your range. If you have some questions, do not hesitate. I'm very happy to help. I will leave some of the links in the description down below. Make sure to check it. And on your way down, why don't you just hit that like button and the subscribe button? You know why? Because it makes me happy. And if I make you happy, then it's just that little, Hey, no matter what, hope to see you guys on the next video. And until then, peace out.